welcome back to my channel. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Corey here. If you are new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Everyone is welcome, so please come on in and join the family. And if you are returning, welcome back, guys. Nice to see you. So today we are doing a highly requested showboy / pageant face video. As many of you know, I stated in one of my videos prior that I have been competing in pageants and performing in like the drag field, the drag entertainment world for going on. I started in 2009. So yeah, it's been about 10 years now. A lot of my fellow male entertainers and even drag queens who, you know, just like to wear boy makeup at times have asked me, you know, to make a tutorial or what steps I use to get my face. And in the pageants, you know, we like to be, well, I can't speak for we, but in the pageant world, I like to be very like pretty boy handsome. I tend to wear a little bit more makeup than, you know, some of the other males out there. But like I said, I grew up in theater, so I'm just used to when you're on a stage with stage lights and you know, a lot of these bars now and theaters have the LED lights, which are brighter, where you're on a big stage and you have to accentuate your features so the people all the way in the back can see if you raise your eyebrow or see if you make a certain facial expression. Defining your face and bringing out your features gives that visual to everyone watching, even if they're farther away. Without further ado, ladies and gents, we are going to get pageant ready. Alright, ladies and gents, so the first thing I like to do is start off with my eyebrows. I haven't primed my face or anything yet. So I am going in with a small angled brush here and my Morphe 35V palette, and I'm dipping into Little Black Book here. And with that, I like to fill in my eyebrows. But of course, first we have to brush those babies up. Yes, ladies and gents, the last video I posted was my eyebrow tutorial video. In that video I did not do powder, but this time I am. I like to do black powder for my eyebrow because I feel like it just blends. You can maneuver it a lot easier when it comes to shaping your brows. And once you like get it all blended in, it's not as harsh. So that is how the brows look now. And you know, we love to go ahead and carve them out. So then, ladies and gents, once I carve all those out, I do go with that concealer and I put right at the beginning of the brow, I put 2 little swipes and then I kind of just stipple that in to the beginning of the brow. So it kind of, see what it did there? So it kind of fades out the beginning of the brow. And then what I like to do, I don't use a brow gel or anything like that. I actually go in with hairspray and a spoolie. And I spray that. And that's what I use to stick my brows down. And ladies and gents, when I tell you this shit works, I might change, you know, depending on the different categories. You know, there might be times where I change my makeup up, but my brows really don't change ever. And using hairspray, baby, makes these bitches stick through all the sweat and everything. These bitches do not move. All right, you all, brows are on. And next thing I do are my eyes. With that same concealer, I just go ahead and I prime my lid. So yeah, guys, a little pageant background. I first started competing in 2009. My first pageant I ever competed in was a bar title. The next thing I do, you all, I love these eye crayon, creamy crayons. I honestly don't know where this is from. I probably got it from like a beauty supply or something because there's no like name on it. But the color is Turkish coffee. I take that and I just like smear that on the lid and into the crease. Just smear it on there very sloppily. And then I just go in with the fluffy eyeshadow brush and I start to pack that down on the eye and blend out those edges. So yes, for those of you who do not know, in the drag gay world, we do have pageants. Very much so like the Miss America, Miss Universe, all of that stuff. So there are big national pageants, and then there are some smaller ones, like I'm a former Mr. Michigan King of Kings, Mr. Heart of Detroit. Those are considered like state titles. And then you have like your bar titles. So it's literally where like a gay bar has a pageant and you are, you know, you become the king and queen of that bar. You compete like normal, you know, there's still categories and you have to compete and win and you reign and you know, you do a lot of work at the bar and as far as promoting events going on there, performing and just coming out and supporting. Back in 2009, I won my first title. It was a bar here in Detroit called Menjo's. There were 8 boys who competed. I had 2 of my friends who were drag queens help me like rhinestone my jacket for creative formal wear, and it was a mess. Looking back on it now, I mean, I won, which was great, but like seeing where I am now to then, the growth is like tremendous. The Turkish coffee was darker, obviously, than my skin, almost like a contour shade, and that's what I learned from doing theater. I don't do any crazy colors or cut creases or anything like that. I literally just take a darker shade. It can be a slight shimmer, it can be a matte color, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I just do that to accentuate the eye. All right, ladies and gents, so now that the eyeshadow is on there, I go in with my NYC high definition black eyeliner and I just line the top of my eye. I line the upper lid of my eye starting from my inner corner. Top eyeliner is done. So next thing we move on to is priming the face, and I'm going in with my I'm going in with my e.l.f. Smooth Face Primer. How I first got introduced to pageants, I had no idea that there were pageants like in the gay world. I thought it was just a real girl thing and all that type of stuff. And I go ahead and I'm not rubbing this in, guys. I'm stippling, I'm patting it into the skin. I was hanging out with one of my drag queen friends one day and she had got a call from this drag queen, the legendary Natalie Cole, hence Isaiah Cole. She is my drag mother. My friend Tiana, who is a drag queen, had got a call from Natalie saying, you know, girl, I'm getting ready to compete for Miss Gay USA Unlimited and I need some backup dancers for my talent category. She set me up with Natalie, taught me the routine, and I pretty much auditioned for Natalie and I got the job. I mean, we rehearsed, and then a couple months later we went down to North Carolina where Miss Gay USA Unlimited was happening, and we competed and she ended up winning. And while we were down there, I saw other male entertainers for the first time. I saw the current Mr. Gay USA Unlimited and National Entertainer of the Year and all these other systems, and title holders were there, and everyone from the USA system said, you should come compete, you should come compete, you should come compete. And after being there with Natalie and getting that whole experience, I was like, fuck yeah, I want to come compete. We are going to go in with my Dior Fix It color. This is a under eye brightener, primer, and color corrector. And we are just placing that under the eyes. If you all do not have this, boys, you guys can use a concealer or whatever. If you don't have dark circles, don't worry about it. The foundation is going to cover that for you. I take my ring finger and I pat that all the way in. But yes, guys, so from getting that motivation and having so much fun being there and just the love of performing, I was like, this is what I would love to do. So that's how I first got introduced. So I had got back home, and to get practice in pageants, that's when I had got ready and I jumped in my first pageant, Mr. Minjo's, and I won. 6 months later, I went down to North Carolina and I competed for Mr. Gay USA Unlimited. There were like 15 of us. And for my first time, after not even performing for an entire year in the gay world, I placed 5th overall. So it was like, I got to go back. I'm on a mission now. I'm on a mission. So I spent that whole year getting ready, you know, saving my money, working on a new talent, and I hired backup dancers, which later became like my Cole family, and it was just great. So long story short, I went down there and won. Not being braggadocious by any means, but just being very proud of my accomplishment. It may not mean a lot to some people, but to me it means a lot. Me winning USA Unlimited made me the first gay male entertainer to win a gay national pageant in like the whole state of Michigan. So I had like made a little piece of history there, so it was very nice. All right, now that that under eye is on, we are going in with a damp beauty blender in my Revlon Color Stay Full Coverage Foundation in the color Toffee Caramel. We're gonna stipple this in. You know, my drag family has definitely taught me a thing or two about performing and competing. Make sure for the stage, you all, unless you really want to do that natural look, make sure you get full coverage. You want to look as even and as flawless as you can, especially when it's time to compete. I move into my concealer and highlight. So I actually mix my concealers. I go in with my LA Girl Old Faithful Pro Concealer in the color Creamy Beige. You want your highlight concealer to be like 2 to 3 shades lighter than you. And then I go in with my Dior Skin Flash in the color 045. Alright y'all, now going in with that LA Color loose powder. I am literally pressing this into the skin. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. So while we are going to sit there and just let that simmer into the skin, I am going to go ahead and contour. Take my angled brush and my trusty Ruby Kisses contour in the color, what color is this? Ebony. When it comes to the contour, everybody, you want that to be at least 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone. And this is really going to accentuate all of your features, especially when you are being animated and making certain faces on stage. And this is what I learned from the stage. We call it fish mouth. You do that, and you see when you suck your cheeks in, that hollow there, that's where you normally would want to contour, but since I have facial hair, I like to go right above that. And to bring some warmth to the face and to shape it a little more, I do go up into my temples and my hairline. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do when I make fish mouth. You see how my temple goes in there? It's sunk in, so that's how you know where to put the contour in that hollow part of your face. And I just go in circular motions all across this hairline. Make my forehead appear a little smaller. Now we just take a fluffy brush and wipe away all that bakery. I'll just take a small angled brush and I dip that in there. What? And then we bring that up right under the eyebrow. Like so, kind of blend that in. Voila! Next thing we're going to do is we are going to put on some bottom eyeliner. I have my Dior eye crayon here in the color Trinidad Black. And we are going to run that along the inner lash line. Definitely going to make your eyes pop on stage. I do like to wear contacts when I compete. Just feel like it gives me that exotic look that I like when I wear colored contacts. With me being darker and me having to wear, you know, obviously dark makeup, I feel like the lighter eyes really accentuate the look and the eyes pop. In the 10 years, I have been fortunate enough to win 24 pageants, 3 of them being national pageants. So the next thing I like to do, just to give more to my eyes and make them pop more, I do go in with my Too Faced Smoky Eye Palette. And baby, and you can tell I've worn her out. And I go up into this dark brown color here called Up in Smoke. And I take just a flat brush and I run that along my bottom lash line under the eyeliner, keeping it very close so it almost looks like, you know, I drug the eyeliner down. And I take that all the way. A lot of them are just like the pageants you see on TV. Unfortunately, ours aren't televised, and there are some really, really big ones out there that should be. I mean, a couple are Miss International Queen over in Thailand. That's, you know, televised over there, and it streams live on certain platforms. All right, y'all. Almost to the final step, I do take my lash curler, my handy dandy lash curler, and I do like to curl my lashes. My lashes are straight, so I definitely like to curl them so you can get into this whole eye. When you curl your lashes, make sure their curler is straight up and down like this. A lot of times people will put them off to the side like this. You want to make them straight up and down. Be careful though, because bitch, sometimes you can pinch that eyelid and it's like, ah! Now going in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara and applying that to the top lashes, and we're gonna go ahead and apply that to the bottom. And I do like to get all the way to the base of those eyelashes and come out. And do not be afraid, guys. Get all the way into those little lashes, all the way this inner corner. If you can see, this is more of like an everyday look, and when I compete, that's what I like to do. I don't want to put on a pair of fake eyelashes, and at that point it becomes like too draggish. You know, I could get marked down, and the scoring for that, just a nice defined face and nice defined features. So bam! And guys, we are almost done. You know what's next. My favorite thing ever, highlights! And baby, I like this to be beaming under those lights. Ugh, give it all to me, give it all to me, give it all to me. So I am going to go in with my Becca highlighter in the color Opal. And this is a like creamy highlighter. Once again, going in with that ring finger, dabbing that in. And I like just dabbing that in the skin with my finger. Right on that high of that cheekbone. And you guys, you do not have to have, oh, I'm sorry, but you said what? You do not have to have a creamy highlighter first. If you just want to go in with a nice powdered one, by all means. But anytime I use a cream or liquid of any kind, I do like to set it with powder. I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow and my damp beauty blender that I put my foundation on with, dabbing that in there and literally setting that setting that on top of the cream. And then I switch it up. I take my highlighter brush and my Max Fix Plus and spray that. And then I dip into this Too Cool little highlighter I got. I dip that there. Do that on the tip of my nose, like so. Down at the bridge. And then going in with a smaller fluffy eyeshadow brush, I'm going into this Morphe palette in the color Swipe Right, right here on the brow bone. I dip back into that same color and I actually go into the inner corner of my eye, like so. It just opens everything up! Then back in with my highlighter brush and that Wet n Wild. I go right above my eyebrow and kind of blend into that contour on that temple. Because when you're on stage and you turn and that light catches, it's just like gleam. You just look like you're gleaming. And then guys, I will go in with a little fluffy brush and dip into some black eyeshadow. And I just kind of fill my beard in ever so slightly. Just make that a little darker. And finally, we take our setting spray, your setting spray of your choice. My faithful MAC here. All right, everybody, this is the final look. And I forgot to mention this part, but right before I go on stage, I take my Dior Lip Glow. It is just a pink lip balm, and I put that on the lips, and that just helps bring out the natural pinkness that your lips already have. So yes, everybody, what do you think?
This is how you work. 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 You wanna work. I have one thing to say. Sashay.
I hope you really enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed doing it for you guys. Anytime I can get glammed up, I mean, I'm never going to say no to that. I really hope this helps everybody who requested it. Everybody, this is my pageant face, my show face. Like I said, on stage, under those LED lights, all of my features are accentuated, flawless, and luminous. Once again, if you like this video, please subscribe and hit that bell. Invite people in, share the video. Like I say all the time, guys, we are a growing family. Everyone is welcome. I'm so honored to have you all here. I really hope you liked this look. And guys, really quickly, I do want to say, over the 2 weeks that I've started my YouTube channel and posting videos, the fact that I've gotten over 120 subscribers in this 2 weeks has meant so much to me. I know it's small now, but we are just growing and growing. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I can't wait to just continue to grow more with you all and go on this journey. So yes, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, remember, enjoy the little things, and I will see you later. Love you. Mean it. Bye.